Oh, fantastic. And today we are continuing again on this entrepreneurial journey. And I'm bringing you some people who have reached some form of success. To them, they don't think it's success like to that degree because they have so many things they are still heading for. But to us, there is so much for us to glean from them. And today I have a wonderful, wonderful man in the studio with me. I have in the studio with me Mr. Eric Kwasi Taylor, who is a Ghanaian entrepreneur. He's a philanthropist and an advocate for women's empowerment. He is the founder and CEO of Penyman Group Limited, a diversified business group operating across consultancy, construction, hospitality, travel, and culinary services. Under his leadership, the group has grown to oversee 6 subsidiaries and employed over 500 people. Beyond the business, Eric is the founder of the Penyman Foundation, which is an initiative that has empowered more than 2,000 women through skills development and economic support programs. He is passionate about building businesses while creating meaningful social impact. Welcome to the studio, Mr. Eric.
Thank you.
I know this one is not just to blow your horn, to be quite honest. I wanted the audience to see just a glimpse of what Penyman Group has been able to accomplish. And so when we're giving them the backstory, they will understand.
Okay.
You understand?
Sure.
I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the MoneyHub studio.
Yes, I'm good.
So please tell us, I want to take you straight back to the beginning. Did you ever think that you were going to be an entrepreneur? How was growing up for you? And what were some of the things that influenced you to where you are now?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to greet my listeners and the studio members and all my company staff and family. And I believe this afternoon all of them are listening to me. And you see, the basics of all is about who you are.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because simple Bible quotation states that before we were born, in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, says that before you were born, I knew you. And so God knows what He has made us onto the world. Yeah. And so I identify myself from the beginning, from the Sunday school, from the youth ministry of my church. They taught us what we call the temperament, who you are. You understand? Yes, so to identify yourself and who you are. So sometimes when you identify yourself in the religious circles, the spiritual circles, for example, I saw myself to be an evangelist from the very beginning.
What?
Because my pastors, my church leaders taught us how to identify yourselves.
Yeah.
And so at the spiritual level, if you see yourself to be an evangelist, it means that somebody who has a dynamic spirit to be able to evangelize, to talk to people, to come up with ideas, to bring people to God and Christ. Based on that, if you want to divert that into the life situations, because Bible says that God created us, gave us something to do.
Yeah.
He said that the soul that refused to work should not eat.
Yeah.
It simply means that after the spiritual aspect of life, God also gave us the physical and moral aspect of life to be able to survive on this earth. And therefore, you need to identify what kind of job that you can do and do it best.
Yes.
But one thing that you need to also know that God is a creator, and He created us in our image, in His image and likeness. And for that matter, the spirit of creativity is in us. And therefore, if the spirit of creativity is in us, you have the spirit of evangelism. That is to talk about things for people to accept and believe. Then it gives you the ability to become a marketing personnel.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So when you go into the tangent of becoming a marketing personnel, then it means that you need to find a product or service in order to market. And developing a product or service, it means that you need an establishment that will be able to give you the product or service. And that is a business entity. So with this, we started the basis, identifying ourselves and making people to believe that we have that capacity to establish a business entity. And it comes in different ways because to identify yourself as a marketer, identify yourself as somebody who has the spirit of entrepreneurship, you need to identify which aspect of the entrepreneurship you want to go. We have 2 types of entrepreneurship ability. We have an entrepreneur who is an independent person that wants to establish company and manage by himself. Then we have an entrepreneur who doesn't have the ability to establish a company by himself, but the skill, the talent of entrepreneurship is in him. And therefore that person finds himself in a corporate entity. And so that one, in business management, we call it entrepreneur. Somebody working within an organization, having the ability of entrepreneurship, and is not able to identify himself, to set up himself apart from the organization.
That's right.
Then we say this is an entrepreneur. But some of us who have been able to set ourselves apart, building companies and making sure that we are bringing our innovative skills to bear, we are called the right entrepreneurs. So that is why you see me today having a lot of subsidiaries. Because when the idea comes, I need to establish it and identify people who are best fit to manage it. Then I give it to them to manage and I supervise. So it all talks about the ability, how the spirit motivated kind of talent that God gave you comes to play. So that is Eric Kwasi Taylor.
That is so amazing. I love how you've broken that down, because a lot of the time young people believe that in order to be successful, they have to be the entrepreneur.
No.
But they might not have the spirit of an entrepreneur, but they might have the spirit of an intrapreneur, where they can use their skills, their proactive energy to build an organization that has been built by someone else. That is such a beautiful insight. When I first met you and I heard you speak at the Side Hustle Connect 2025, and this is a shout out to the Tribune Business Solutions for setting that up, you talked about what even led you to coming back and starting this. Can we talk a little bit about how you even ended up from, let's just say from school days? How did you transition from school days to where you are right now? What happened in between that? What were some of the good things and the challenges that happened during that time?
Yes. You see, as I said from the beginning, all started from the church. And I have to give thanks to my church, the Church of Pentecost. You understand?
Amazing.
Yes, I was a youth leader of Church of Pentecost.
Really?
And so what normally during conventions, Easter or Christmas conventions at the village, I was in the central region, So, money is hard to come by, like to get money for the church activities was not easy. So what happened is that during conventions, the elders and the leaders of the church will say that the children ministry and the youth ministry should stay home. Then the elders and the grown-ups will go for conventions. But when I came from school and I was given the appointment as a youth leader, I was doing my national service then. So what I was doing is that when I take my national service allowance, I would organize a bus and give to the youth ministry to also join the convention. Because my vision was that if you go to the convention, the elders and the grown-ups will be sleeping at dawn. But we, the youth, can go for dawn broadcasting.
That's right.
So that was my vision. So when I was organizing my youth ministry members to go for conventions, and we were doing the dawn broadcasting at convention grounds and all that, one of my colleagues said that the way you are using your money to support the youth ministry, it means that you are a rich man. And so based on that, he gave me a name. And he said, in UK, the name for money is penny. So they say, I don't have a penny. So I don't have money. Right. So he said that, okay. So if the UK people are saying that money is penny, then I will call you Penyman. It means that you are a rich man. So the name Penyman started from that point. And I took it to be like a prophecy. Because it's a church, it's a ministry from the church. So if somebody comes out with such a word, trying to confer something positive on you, you accept it in good faith. And so I accepted it, I prayed over it, and by God's grace, after my national service, I took time to serve my people at the village, So I was teaching. as a technical skill teacher because I did HND in mechanical engineering at Kumasi Polytechnic as my first tertiary institution. So with this skill, it was hard and difficult at that time to get technical teachers at the village to teach. So I was doing a rotational service in the district. The Ghana Education Service engaged me, and I moved to school on weekly basis to teach technical skills and technical drawing.
Yes.
So when I did that for 2 years for my people. Then, based on my community participating ability, trying to teach people at the church, teaching people at the classroom, and all that. In 2005, when President Kufuor brought the idea of National Health Insurance Scheme, you know, I have a mechanical engineering certificate, but they needed somebody who can be the PRO of the scheme to call out people to come and register. So they realized that Eric has an HND in mechanical engineering, but he has the ability, the skill to organize youth ministry, to organize people to participate in community activities. Why don't we give him that chance? So they appointed me as a PRO of ADHIS based on my natural abilities, not based on my certificates. So when I went there, then I started doing the job nicely. And so they gave me the opportunity to now come to GIG to take a course in public relations, advertising, and marketing. That is where I identify my true professional skills. Before, it was a natural talent. But when they gave me the opportunity at GIG, studying about public relations, marketing, advertising, and all that, now gave me that opportunity to think deep into what I can do best for myself and for my country. Lucky enough, I did production. The HND mechanical engineering, we have different segments of it. We have plant engineering, we have metallurgy, we have production. But I did production. So production means that anything that you see, it is my duty to design a product to ensure that we take it to the production room to produce it and put it on sale. So having gotten the skill, professional skill from GIG about advertising and marketing and public relations, which I can now relate to public on a more professional way, adding my natural talent, then there's a need to identify a product which I can put this professionalism to play. And where to get the product, I realized that the word production hub is China. So I had the opportunity to travel to China, where I joined a company in China as the international marketing manager of a Chinese company, where we source products. We market it to all the 5 continents in this world. So I was the international marketing manager. I was selling to the European market. I was selling to the American market. I was selling to African market, the Asia itself, and other part of the world. And that's where my whole being, my professional being, my natural being, and all the things that compose of Eric Kwasi Taylor came to bear. And so at that point, I realized that I will not sit here forever and ever. One day I have to go back to my country. What am I taking to my country? So the idea of registering my brand, that is the Penyman, that was conferred on me at the church room by my colleague. I said, okay, then let me register the brand Penyman here in China. Then when I go back to Ghana, I can use it. So I registered the brand Penyman in China. So if you look at my email, you see Penyman 2007 at yahoo.com. It signifies that in the year 2007, when I went to China, somewhere in August, I started putting measures in place, having the vision that one day this establishment need to serve humanity. And one thing that I believe in is that service to man is always service to God. So if I'm a Christian, if I've been taught how to deal with human beings, serve human beings, then I need to do something that will give real service to human beings. And the real service is to help human beings to find job. And also go to people who are in need to also help them to get something for their life. Because Jesus said, I have walked with you many days, When I was sick, you didn't come to me. When I was hungry, you didn't come to me. The disciples asked Jesus, we have been with you. We never saw you going anywhere.
Yes.
But Jesus said, once you did not do it for a friend or a neighbor, you did not do it for me. So it means that if you want to be a child of God, you position yourself at a point that will provide certain services that will fulfill the needs of people. Because God is a spirit. He cannot come to give anybody food to eat, to give anybody shelter, clothes, or anything.
Yes.
It needs a human being to be in the capacity of God. And therefore, having identified myself, what God actually gave to me on this earth, and I've been able to identify my gift, which I'm using that gift to create word. I need to also use that word to impact on humanity.
Exactly.
So that the image and the glory of God that is mentioned in the Bible will be seen in me. Because God is a giver. God is somebody who thinks about the other. God is somebody who works so hard. And therefore, to see all these qualities of God in me, I need to exhibit it for people. So that's why you see me doing business, doing philanthropic work, and all that, putting together. I want to fit into the full image of God. And that is my vision.
Oh man, that is the summation of all of this is so powerful, which is that we have to do things as unto the Lord.
Exactly.
Because as we're serving people, we are serving Him.
Exactly.
Oh man. You have no idea how excited I am here in the studio.
Because one thing is that you have to get something on your hand.
Yes.
Before you'll be able to fulfill the things that God wants to do.
Absolutely.
You remember God told Moses that I have asked you to go and deliver the people of Israel. What are you going with? And Moses said that I don't have anything, but what I have is what? A staff or a rod in my hands. And God said, put it down. And through that thing, God demonstrated His power miraculously. You understand? It means that if you want to fit into the image of God, you need to have something in your hands. And that's why I've taken upon myself that people who are not working, especially the youth unemployment in this country, about 14% of the youth are not working, unemployed. And therefore, how can these people fit into the image and the glory of God? It means that they need to have something to do. And that's why I position myself to come out with skill training for the youth and women empowerment activity, giving some women trade capital to go to Togo, to go to other West African market, so that they can also trade and have something in their hands, so that when they go to church and they are praying to God, that God, I need your blessing. God, I need your help. God, I want you to help me to take care of my children. Then when God asks them, what do you have in your hands? Then they will say that I have a mobile phone selling, I have tomatoes selling, and all that. Then out of that, God will come up with a miracle that will be able to deliver them and fulfill their prayers. So that's what I believe. That this is all about entrepreneurship, innovation, and to have the vision that God wants you to have as a human being.
This is so incredible. This is really incredible. And before we continue, if you're just joining us, you are right here on the MoneyHub show with Zipporah Dankwa, and we have in the studio Mr. Eric Kwasi Taylor, the CEO of Penyman Group Limited, and he is giving us such beautiful gems of his background, how church has influenced almost every step of the way, and how his reverence for God is what he places in what he even creates through his companies, because his reverence for God is shown through his reverence for people and the solutions that he creates for them. And before we, I just love the victory of what we've done. But what I want to bring our attention to, and that of young people, is that there have been challenges along the way. What are some of the challenges that you went through? In this journey? What were some of the big ones? The ones that made you feel like, no, I can't, like almost made you feel like you had to give up.
Exactly.
If you were, quote unquote, a normal person who was not a child of God, who didn't have the Spirit of God in them, you would have just given up.
Yes.
Can you give us an example like that?
One, is poverty. One is poverty.
Yeah.
Two, lack of connection. You understand?
Yeah.
Poverty simply means that if you are coming from a background, a poor background, it is almost difficult for you to identify yourself. Because you don't see any example of you in the family.
That's right.
You don't see anybody to look up to in the family. And so when you go on the street, you may become a victim to a situation. So poverty is one of the biggest challenge to our youth development. And as I said, the second one is connection. Right. I remember when I went to China, even in the process of going to China, getting tickets, getting the visa, I had engagement with a Chinese guy who produces shoe. And so this guy said, oh, come up, I want to do business with you. But who is going to give me the visa? Who is going to give me the ticket to go to China? So it was all about prayer. So if, as we say, if I were to be ordinary young guy, in the street, without knowing the source of power, the source of victory from God, then that would have been the end of me. But I remember that in the Sunday school and the youth ministry days, they taught us that if the enemy shall come to us like a flood of water, the Lord shall raise a standard.
Come on.
So I was always depending on this, that if there are difficulties coming to me like a flood of water, the difficulty of getting visa, getting ticket and all this, I know that there is a hand that will pick me one day to China. So I was sleeping one afternoon, just wearing my jeans and my inner t-shirt. And I had a call from a friend. And he said, Eric, one of my friends is doing this ticket thing, so I will let him help you to get the visa. Because before, when you get the ticket, it was so easy to get a China visa. So they did that arrangement for me. And so I got it. And I moved to China. When I got to China, I was having only 100 USD in my pocket. That was the only money my poor mother was able to provide. And so when I got to the airport, Shanghai airport in China, it was 100 USD in my pocket. The very first hotel that I slept that day was 100 USD.
Oh my goodness.
So the next day afternoon around 12, I have to exit this hotel. Where am I going? The Chinese man that I contacted, when I called him, where he was and where I was at the time was like Accra and Tamale.
Oh my goodness.
So I was so confused. But by God's grace, the Chinese man sent money to a security officer at the hotel, and he bought bus ticket for me. So I slept in the bus for almost about 48 hours before I got to where he was. And so he received me. And it started from there. I stayed with him for 3 months. And I told him that I was going to come back to Ghana, prepare myself and come back. On my way from his end to Shanghai to prepare maybe a week or so and come back to Ghana, I met a Chinese man at the bus station. And I told this lady, a Chinese lady, and I told this lady that I want to go to Shanghai. Can she direct me to where I can get Shanghai bars? And she said, oh, it's so late. So if you can, go with me to supermarket, because I'm going to supermarket. After that, I can show you a place to sleep, so that the next morning you can take the bus and go. It was this Chinese lady who, upon conversation, lucky enough, she's a Chinese lady who teaches English at a Japan school in China. So she was able to communicate to me. And out of that, she told me that there is a Chinese woman who needed a manager And the woman is saying that she needs a foreigner to be the manager of the company, because the woman had, marriage challenges with a Chinese man, and therefore it's like women. The trust for a Chinese man was no more. So she said, for me to manage my company, I want to stay back, but I want to give my company for somebody to manage. I don't need any Chinese man to come and manage. I need a foreigner.
Oh my goodness.
So when I met the lady, she took me to this woman, and God showed a signal. When Jesus was being baptized in the river Jordan, Bible says that a dove came.
Oh, wow.
And so when the woman met me, the woman was working with a 10-year-old boy, the son. And immediately they met me, the son left the mother, and the guy ran directly towards me. And during the conversation for almost about 1 hour, this guy was on me and sleeping on me.
Yeah.
So when we finish the conversation, I have to take this guy and go to the car of the mother. So, according to my lady friend who took me there, he said because of what the boy did, later, the next day, the mother called the lady and told her that the signal, the way the boy came to me shows that I am a good person. My spirit is a good kind of person, so she's ready to work with me. And I went to the company, signed a contract for 2 years as the international marketing manager of the company, where we have over 50 Chinese workers working in that company. And I was the person going to manage these people.
Wow.
And so it was so amazing.
Yes.
That is where I realized that the quotation I reflected on in Ghana, the Lord has done it. So with all these things going through, I was working hard.
Yeah.
I was working almost 18 hours a day.
Wow.
Because when you are trading as an international marketing manager, you are trading in different continents and in different time zones.
Yes.
You understand? So when it is Africa morning, somewhere Australia, they are sleeping. So when you finish here, these people will be awake. This will be in the afternoon and all that. So only 4 hours that I have for myself. And the 4 hours is maybe between 10 p.m. to almost about 2 a.m. or something like that. I will just reflect and maybe come back to the office and be working. So through that, when it was 2 years and my contract ended, so I told my boss, I want to come back to Ghana. But what I did was that I didn't want to just come back to Ghana. So I connected a business in Ghana that my company or my boss will be interested. So I connected a cocoa business. When you go to cocoa processing factories, CPC, after they have done their chocolate, their production, there is a leftover, a waste that they call it cocoa bean shell.
Okay.
So what we use this cocoa bean shell to do is to do fertilizer. There's potassium in that cocoa waste.
That's right.
And we have NPK, a fertilizer called NPK. That's nitrogen, potassium, and all that. So they use part of these waste to do potassium, some also to do animal feed and all of that. So I connected my boss to do this business, and she came with me to Ghana. We signed a contract. But my boss still wanted me to be in China. So she was fighting with me to go back to China, whilst a Chinese guy comes to take up here. And I said, no, I'm in my home country. I want to do something for myself here. So I remained in Ghana, and I started doing this cocoa bean shell business from Ghana to China. And that has taken me to today. I have 8 subsidiaries. It's more than 6.
What?
But 2, we have registered them, but we've not started with them. I have Penyman Kitchen. We're going to open like the way we have the KFC and all the Pinkberry and all those people. It's Penyman Kitchen, fully registered. Then we have PMC, which is Penyman Medical Center, because I want to do this thing to serve my locality, to serve my people, to bring foreigners, people, connect more resources, medical resources, so that the village that I'm coming from, at least I can go to augment the effort of government there. So we have this vision to help our people. So Penyman is something that has come to stay. No human being can do away with Penyman.
Absolutely.
The government of Ghana needs Penyman at this moment because we are embarking on skill training.
Yes.
Coming first March to 31st March, I am training over 5,000 people.
Wow.
Skill training in cosmetology, IT, graphic designing, CCTV installation, bead making, soap making, a lot. We want to augment the effort of government.
Yes.
Government cannot do it all.
They cannot do it by themselves.
And that is why I also want government to focus on the youth.
Yeah.
You know, when government come and go, they promise that they want to help the youth. But when they come, we don't see it.
Oh, man.
I want to take this opportunity to call on government that Penyman group of companies or Penyman Foundation, we are ever ready.
Ready. Come on.
As I sit here, I have a project on my hand, and I'll give one to you.
Oh, thank you.
This project is a project. It's a training project that we have designed to train all the ladies in all the tertiary institutions in Ghana.
Wow.
You see, I saw it yesterday, or I think last week, on the TV. There are some nurses who have completed school, and they were demonstrating against the Minister of, what do you call it? Health Minister.
Yes.
That they've not been employed and all that. That's why we have designed this program, that before you come out from any tertiary institution, you should have a skill that you can use to help yourself whilst waiting for any possible appointment or any possible employment.
Exactly.
You understand? You need to do something for yourself whilst you are looking out for the opportunity from Ghana. It is not always that government has to employ you.
Yes.
Some of the school that we go is just to enlighten our brains and give us that edge to be able to meet people and be confident of ourselves.
This has been such an amazing conversation with Mr. Eric Kwasi Taylor, the CEO of Penyman, and as you can see, the founder of Penyman Foundation, who is doing things very aggressively because the young people need people who are aggressive about helping them to stand on their own 2 feet.
Exactly.
So if you would love to get to know more about Mr. Penyman, please go to Penyman. So it's Penyman Group Limited. You'll find them on Instagram. You'll also find their website.
Penymangroup.com.
Penymangroup.com to be able to see the amazing things they're doing. If you want a partner, if you also part of the government and you would love to be, point on this project, please do reach out to them. These are amazing initiatives, and the young people are hungry for it. They are ready for it, and it has been such a pleasure to have you in the studio with me. This has been another session of the entrepreneurial journey right here on the MoneyHub show with Zipporah Danko. And before we go, to fulfill my promise to Reggie, could you please tell us one advice that you would advise the young people as well? Because initiative goes from both sides. You can be doing all that you can for them, but what is it that they can do? But the caveat is that you have to do it in one of the home languages that you know. So whether one in Chinese, one in your home language, any other home languages that you know. So Katre.
I'm a Fante.
You are.
but training the Ashanti region, so I missed them.
Good. Give us two then. Yes, please.
And Tidia Mekatre, Minianum Kuman say, one man who quire. Obi ntimi enye bibi mfema nti so obi betimi aye bibia chisa wankasa o ma ho kwan ani nti na yankopon de yempe amayen yankopon kron tumi be hirawo abra wo nya ready so obeji ni nsem hira nti no abanya ye ready meso ma ye ready o papa na o ma meso aye ready se wo be ye bibi di ama esese wo branche na akatesia no o ma wo ho kwan ne ekwan papa se odi obu nidie sutie ne ahobrase betie mpenifo nde na ade papa biara aban wo ene dia yenso panima ye wo ne o papa no ma me wo no o matimi e dia bro na dia meka kire aban no so ne se dia ono so aban be cap so obeya ma yen youthful no onye for example aban se obeya 24-hour economy ye twen because Penyman is ready to partner in some of the activities of government. Nti ye twen say or they the roadmap and beto na yetumi ehu de yewom na ya partner so that we can create opportunity at the ama yenuanom enketua ene aban so ama na ye maame mo esu ye papa me maame ye cocoa farmer me papa ye cocoa farmer ba me aso me to cocoa one of my company is Anta Company Limited that's an LDC, a license buying cocoa company. And no cocoa asami ya abi amanfo su ni we no ye besra ban se ye besra ban se so broni se on to yen cocoa eni se aban ogira eno so na odebetiti ebia cocoa su na akwa me maame your cocoa processing factory. You see, the secret is that when you take 1 bag of cocoa bean and you process, the proceed that you get is 2 times the price of the 1 bag.
What?
It is a obronisi on toa. Other than buying and processing under 24-hour economy.
That's right.
Then you a better process so that we can be a better people. Thank you so
fantastic. Julle het al gehoor ons moet saam mekaar werk. That means that we should all work together in order for us to see this unemployment issue resolved right here. 24 hours, 48 hours, we are ready to take the wheel and assist. So rise up, each and every one of you, and thank you so much for joining us here on the MoneyHub show. I am your host, Zipporah Dankwa, and if you would love to follow this conversation at I am Zipporah Dankwa, you'll find us on Instagram at MoneyHub_official. You will also find us, and you can follow at Penyman on Instagram as well to see what this is about, all the good things that they are sharing, how you can partner, and how you can also take advantage of the many training opportunities that they have. You will find us right here on MoneyHub, where we are empowering, we are inspiring, and we are connecting Africa's next millionaires. Until next time, this is a bye-bye from me.